Look, it's Mega Man!
You suck.
The Marvel Ultimate Universe sucked big, hairy blue donkey balls.
Aww.
Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another retro review, and today we're going to rewind it all the way back to the year 2008 with a Walmart exclusive Marvel Legends Ultimate War Machine. Now, I found this guy at my local flea market, the Emporium 31, down on the south side of Indianapolis, here in Greenwood, and I found him in the 5 for $5 bin, one of my favorite booths at the flea market, so I only paid $1 for him. Now, he does have some minor paint issues, but I'll just call that battle damage. So for $1, I had to get him. And to be honest, I really didn't know what figure this was when I initially picked him up. I knew it was an Iron Man figure of some sort, but I didn't know which one. So a big shout out to my fans over on my Facebook page who helped me identify this guy. It's the, of course, Ultimate War Machine from Marvel Comics and the Ultimate Universe. And, looking at this guy, he was a Walmart exclusive. I think the series was an entire Walmart exclusive. I remember they used to do that back in the day where you could only get a certain line of figures at Walmart. But he may have been the Walmart exclusive himself. From looking at the pictures from back in the day, it basically looks like a repaint of the Iron Man figure. And he came with an alternate head that had Rhodey on it. Of course, I don't have that piece. Now, as far as articulation on this guy goes, so his head moves all the way around. It's on a ball joint. It looks really, really far down. Looks up pretty far, which is nice. The arms hinge up that far. They spin around on a ratchet joint, which is interesting. There's a twist at the upper arm. He's got a double jointed elbow, which is nice. He's got twists at the upper wrist, which is interesting, and then he's got a hinge joint on his hand. No twist at the hand itself. He does have a ab crunch, but it doesn't go down very far. Doesn't go up very far either. He does have a twist at the waist. His legs do have ball joints and I guess swing hinges, but they don't really work on this figure, and it's so old I don't want to break it. There is a twist at the upper leg. He does have a double jointed knee, but they are very, very tight. But they are there. There's no twist at the boots, and then the feet do have hinge joints, but they don't really move much at all. They do twist a little bit back and forth. There is no ankle rocker pivot. So this guy truly existed before any of that stuff happened. So that really just kind of shows the age of this figure here and how far along action figures have come in the past 10 plus years. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, this is a very interesting sculpt. It has almost a bug-like look to me. I like how it's got the 3 different arc reactors on it. The silver on the helmet's kind of a goldish silver, which is interesting. Got the light blue eyes. Mine's got a little bit of scuff on the front of the face because it's, well, old and I found it in a flea market bin. I like the helmet. It kind of looks like a motorcycle helmet. The back of the figure has nice sculpting in the armor there. Again, not too terribly bad done. I like the look of it. The designs, like I said, interesting, but you can't have the same thing over and over again, which we kind of get with a lot of Iron Man armors. So it's kind of cool to see something a bit, well, different. So looking at the midsection of the figure, again, the sculpt work is pretty cool. I like it. I like the guns on the forearms. I like how the blasters kind of come out. I like the paint apps on the waist there. That's pretty good. The kind of coppery gold silver paint apps are neat, especially in contrast to the gray plastic that's on there, like around the torso and then on the hands. It's a nice contrast and kind of breaks everything up. Again, there's a little bit of paint scuff on this one, but we call it battle damage at this point with the age of the figure. Again, I use the term different a lot on this review, but that's exactly what it is. Unfortunately, the way the hips are, they're so old, they don't want to move around as good anymore, and he kind of has this Ultron broken lean to him. And finally, taking a look at the legs of the figure. Again, I like that kind of goldish silver look. The rockets on the back of the shins, very cool, different design, I keep saying that. The black around the knees look good. I like all the different little kind of holes that are in the shins. That looks neat. The feet, I wish were a little more articulated to get him to stand a little bit better. You really kind of got to get him into the right pose. He's got the little ridges on the shoes, which is very, very cool on those boots. But the problem's not really the feet of the figure. Again, it's the waist. The hinges just don't want to turn anymore, and I don't want to force them as they might break. For comparison, here we have the Walmart exclusive Ultimate War Machine with the 10th anniversary Marvel Legends Mark I Iron Man, and they're about the same height. I think War Machine would be a little bit taller if he wasn't so bow-legged, but it's kind of interesting to see how far these figures have come along. In fact, this figure's an older model itself, as it came around with the first Iron Man movie, which I think was in 2008, so this could have been released the same year. If you know, leave a comment down below. But I'm pretty sure that's the figure that they released in the original Iron Man movie. Of course, it's been painted for the new release. But yeah, definitely cool seeing these guys side by side. So is the Walmart exclusive Ultimate War Machine something that you want in your Marvel collection? Well, to be honest, this would be an easy pass for me normally, but since I found it for $1 at my local flea market, I really couldn't pass it up. It's interesting to go back and see what the Marvel Legends were like, 10 plus years ago versus today. I see a lot of the stuff we still have today, like the double jointed elbows and knees, the waist swivel, the interchangeable heads, the ab crunch. All that stuff is very, very cool, but it's missing things like the spin on the wrists. It's missing ankle rocker pivots and a few other things, but it's definitely becoming a lot closer to a modern Marvel Legend than what we've seen in toys in the past. If you like to collect, unique figures, this might be something that you want to pick up. If you were an Ultimates fan, then this might be one that you want to pick up. I just remember back in the day, I was never a fan of the Ultimate comics. I never did like any of them. The only good thing that came out of it was Miles Morales to me. I always thought the Iron Man characters looked like bugs, and they still do to me. But you know what? He was only $1, so why not? So there he is, the Ultimate War Machine, the Walmart exclusive from Marvel Legends.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.